my friend. Philadelphia is running. While the Cowboys deal with a bombshell trade request from Micah Parsons, the Eagles are facing their own issues, and all in the middle of the preseason. Brandon Graham excelled against Dallas, A.J. Brown has been missing practice, and now Jaylen Hertz's offense seems to be finding an unexpected new hero. It's rivalry, tension, and drama all rolled into one. And I have exclusives that haven't yet been picked up by major media outlets. But before I tell you everything that's happening behind the scenes in the NFC East, like and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to reveal next will shock you. The rivalry is raging, and this time, an Eagles legend has added fuel to the fire. At the height of the preseason, when everything seemed to be heading toward preparation routine, Brandon Graham, one of the most respected leaders in Philadelphia's recent history, decided to open up and share, without filtering, everything he thinks about his eternal rival, the Dallas Cowboys. And the most shocking thing? This statement came at the same time as a bombshell rocked the NFL. Star Micah Parsons wants to leave Dallas. Yes, you didn't miss it. The NFL was the scene of an explosive coincidence. While Cowboys fans were still trying to digest the unexpected trade request from their most feared linebacker, Graham raised the tone with harsh and direct statements that went viral on social media. During his appearance on the Exciting Mike's podcast, the eternal number 55 made it clear that, even far from his youth, his rivalry with Dallas is more alive than ever. "All I get is an L in every message," Graham said. "Those Dallas fans are always on my case, harassing me on Instagram, sending me insult after insult. Ever since then, man, they've been at the top of my list." This statement fell like dynamite into a situation that was already about to explode. What Graham may not have revealed during the taping of the episode was that Micah Parsons, the Cowboys' star defensive end and one of the most dominant players in the NFL today, was writing a public letter full of frustration and disappointment, officially leaving to be traded. "I wanted to be here. I wanted to wear this shield with pride, but I'm tired of being criticized for getting hurt while giving everything for this organization," the linebacker wrote in a speech that exposed the internal divisions within Dallas. The timing of this sequence of events is simply unbelievable. An Eagles icon reigniting the historic rivalry, and shortly after, the Cowboys' greatest defensive star publicly declaring he wants out. Coincidence? Cosmic provocation? The fact is, these narrative adventures have added fuel to the fire in the NFC East. A division that was already intense by nature is now bordering on insanity. Dallas, of course, is racing against time to contain a crisis. Sources indicate that the front office is trying to convince Parsons to reconsider, offering internal adjustments and even more influence over season decisions. But the damage to public image is real, and there's something the NFL teaches every year. Internal crises tend to spill onto the field when least expected. For the Eagles, all of this should be cause for celebration. After all, seeing their biggest rivals suffer amid drama should relieve the pressure. But fate seems to have other plans, because while Dallas tries to avoid losing its star defensive player, Philadelphia now faces the possibility of losing the heart of its offense. Because if the Cowboys are trying to put out the fire caused by Parsons, the Eagles are raising a red flag with A.J. Brown's absence from practice. And this absence could mean much more than just a rest. Tensions rose quietly, but the impact was immediate. When reporters noticed A.J. Brown wasn't on the field at practice last Sunday, the mood among Eagles fans shifted from excitement to concern in a matter of minutes. The wide receiver's absence could have been just part of a planned safety schedule, but it wasn't. As the days passed, he remained out, and the specter of last season returned to haunt Philadelphia. A hamstring injury, the very same one that had already sidelined Brown for important games in 2024. In the NFL, where recovery time can be the difference between victory and disappointment, any warning sign deserves close attention. And even with coaches trying to reassure the press, repeating that it's not serious, the player's record and the franchise's current state of affairs prevent the danger signal from being ignored. The Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champions. That alone raises the level of urgency surrounding every decision. There's no room for error. The title window is wide open now, but history shows that these opportunities are brief and can close with a single, poorly managed injury. Therefore, A.J. Brown's absence, however minor it may seem, has triggered a quiet but very active movement behind the scenes in the front office. The order is clear. If there is any risk of loss of productivity in the passing attack, the front office must act before it's too late. Two big names are already circulating in international discussions: Keenan and Amari Cooper. Allen, who is still in uncertain negotiations with the Los Angeles Chargers, would be a top-notch addition addition. A technical, consistent receiver, reliable on third downs, and with a nose for the end zone. A perfect partner for Jaylen Herz in critical situations. On the other hand, Amari Cooper, despite rumors about retirement, which have already been debunked, is still viewed by many analysts as one of the best route runners in the league. His ability to unmark himself with pinpoint accuracy makes him a threat in any offensive system. Both players have playoff pedigrees, locker room leadership, and enough experience to handle the pressure of a team that takes the field every week with a target on its back. If A.J. Brown needed more time to recover, or if his development took a more complex turn, the arrival of either of these two players could keep the Eagles' offense among the most explosive in the NFL. But while negotiations are still ongoing and Brown's future remains shrouded in uncertainty, the coaching staff knows it needs to find immediate solutions within the squad. Time cannot stand still. The preseason continues, training continues, and it was precisely in this adversity that an old connection began to shine with renewed strength. Jaylen Herz, the team's quiet, cerebral leader, found in training a reliable alternative to maintain the offensive rhythm even without his two main weapons, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. And this new protagonist, in fact, is no rookie. He's worn this uniform before. He's shown in decisive moments, and now he could be the key to the start of the season. Because even without Brown and Smith, Hertz wasted no time. He reconnected with Dallas Goedert, the tight end who could become the Eagles' secret weapon while the wide receivers recover. And what they've been showing in training camp is catching the attention of the entire staff. With A.J. Brown out of practice and Devonta Smith limited due to back pain, the player who has benefited most from this space has been Dallas Goedert. The Eagles' tight end has been making the most of every snap with Jaylen Herz, and the connection between the two is reaching an impressive level of precision and trust. In the last practice, ESPN highlighted a play in which Hertz threw a perfect pass over Goedert's left shoulder, even while being guarded by rookie Smail Mondon Jr. Goedert has a lot to prove in 2025. Having missed 15 games due to injury over the last 3 seasons, he needs to demonstrate durability if he wants to renew his contract or attract the attention of other franchises. So far, he's shown he's ready to reclaim his role as the third weapon in the Eagles' offense, right behind Brown and Smith. The franchise also did its part. It restructured the tight end's contract, reducing his base salary to $10 million in 2025. This sends a clear signal to Goedert. It's time to perform or be replaced. With trade rumors swirling this offseason, including the Phillies eyeing a deal, the player sees this season as a sort of final exam. And for Eagles fans, this is great news. Even if injuries persist or reinforcements take a while to arrive, Hertz and Goedert show that time has solid alternatives to keep the offense humming. In a season full of expectations and internal and external challenges, the harmony between quarterback and tight end can be the silent difference that decides victories in the most difficult moments. With the rivalry against the Cowboys heating up, A.J. Brown's possible absence raising alarm bells, and Jaylen Hertz strengthening his connection with Dallas Goedert, will the Eagles have enough depth and stability to overcome the challenges and maintain their place at the top of the NFL in 2025? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, but I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.